Welcome back, other side of the pillow. So today I want to give you a quick how-to video on lucid dreaming. But first, let's get into some history. So lucid dreaming has been around for quite some time. It's been used by ancient Greek philosophers. It's been used by Tibetan monks. They called it dream yoga. And it's been used in the Hindu culture, and it's been called yoga nidra. It's also been used by inventors and scientists such as Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein. It was first proven scientifically in 1975 by Keith Hearn. So what Keith did is he took lucid dreamers and he gave them a set of eye movements to do, back and forth. Now he used equipment to monitor these lucid dreamers in their sleep, and once they regained their lucidity, they did these eye movements back and forth for a set amount of time, and that way they were able to prove that they were conscious in their dreams and they were sending signals to the waking world. It's really exciting. Now, what can you do with lucid dreaming? So some of my experiences, I've been Spider-Man, I've been Ant-Man, I've used the symbiote from Venom, I've done Dragon Ball Z Blast, I've flown, I've gone out to outer space, I've been to other planets, I've met aliens, I've met reptilians. So there's a lot of different stuff that you can do with lucid dreaming, and the possibilities are endless. It's your imagination, it's like the most realistic simulation, or maybe not, depending on your beliefs. So you've decided that you want to start to lucid dream. Where do you start? You start while you're awake. You start with reality checks. Now that can be a variety of different things. You can look at a clock, look at the clock again. You can look at your hand. You look at your hand, put it down, look at your hand again. Oftentimes when you're dreaming, something will change about the way your hand looks. You might have more fingers. You can pinch your nose. You can try to breathe to see if you need to breathe, if you can breathe, or you just don't need oxygen at all. Those are good indicators that you're dreaming. Another reality check that you can do is try to push your finger through your hand. If you're dreaming, it'll go through. And you want to make sure you do this throughout the day, multiple times a day, preferably anytime you find something strange or it makes you question reality, like you see a squirrel doing something weird, like, okay, am I dreaming? So just constantly ask yourself that question, am I dreaming? Use your reality checks. One thing that I like to do, or what I did when I first started to practice lucid dreaming, I'd always rub my hands together. And that's a stabilization technique that we'll get into a little bit further in the video. But just in the practice of using your hands, and I'm a gambler as well. I like blackjack. So my reality check, I would wash my hands. And the fact that I would, move my hand from one direction to the other, it was like the reality check. And then I'd actually would do that in my dream. And one of the times, I came out with more fingers and boom, triggered lucidity. I was dreaming. So now that you got your reality checks down, what are the different methods to lucid dreaming? Well, first you have the wake back to bed method. So you go to sleep, you set your alarm for about 5 hours after you fall asleep. That way your restorative sleep is already taken care of. And when you wake up, you want to stay up to about 30 minutes to an hour. Don't turn any lights on. You want to stay calm and relaxed so you can get back to sleep. And then there you want to use your meditative practices to try to put you in that lucid dream. You've got mild, which with the mild technique, you set your intention in waking life and you try to bring that into your dream. So for instance, it's like in your meditation state or just throughout the day, you're saying, no, I'm going to lucid dream. I'm going to fly. I'm going to use lucid dream. I'm going to fly. And just repeating that over and over and over to when you are in your dream. That's the first thing that comes to mind when you figure out you're dreaming, and you can carry out that dream experiment. And finally, you have the most difficult, but most rewarding techniques, which is the wild, which is the wake and loose lucid dreaming. And what you do for that is in your meditation, you keep your conscious mind from being awake to get into sleep. So I want to explain to you one of my wild experiences. I woke up in the middle of the night, and anytime that I wake up, I use that as a excuse or a reason to meditate myself back to sleep, try to get that practice in, try to get that lucidity in. So I'm meditating myself, I'm repeating my mantra, body asleep, mind awake. Body asleep, mind awake, over and over and over. And as I'm laying there, I feel myself drift and fall back into my consciousness. So it's like I take a step back. Now, yes, I'm still in my body, but I'm more aware of the things around me, more aware of my consciousness space. It's like I'm in an empty black room, repeating my mantra. Body asleep, mind awake. Body asleep, mind awake. Now I take another step back, and as I breathe in, I feel cold air fill my lungs. As I exhale, I see my breath, and I literally watch a mountainscape build around me. Like I'm on the top of this mountain, there's snow everywhere. The scene was just beautiful. No one was around. I went and I explored a little bit, and it wasn't very long before I woke up, but that was a wild experience, and it was awesome. So now you've got your reality checks down, you've got the different strategies and ways to lucid dream. You're in your dream, you're lucid. What do? First, you stabilize. You want to make sure that you keep your emotions in check. Any type of emotions anyway might wake you up. If you get too excited, you can wake up. If you get too afraid, you can wake up. If you get too passionate about something, because I know a lot of people use lucid dreaming for physical experiences, that can wake you up. So you want to make sure you keep your emotions in check. Rubbing your hands together is a great way to stabilize a dream. It kind of gives you that physical feeling of being in the dream and keeps you anchored to that dream space. You can try touching your surroundings, pick up the dirt, smell the flowers. If there's food around, taste the food. What does it taste like? Anything that keeps your mind in that dream is good. Some other stabilization techniques that you can do is close your eyes, spin around. When you wake up, oftentimes it'll throw you into a new dream space or just stabilize the dream for you. Now, some other things that you can use lucid dreaming for is getting over fears or phobias, getting rid of emotional trauma, or not necessarily reliving, but revisiting to see where the root of these problems stem from. There's a lot of psychological benefits that it has. There's a lot of emotional benefits that it can have. It can increase your confidence, and there's not one thing that you can't do when you're lucid. You're limited by your own imagination. It builds self-awareness, better imagination. Tesla would often go into his lucid dreams, and that's how he would build his experiments. He would start there, and through his imagination, he was able to build, deconstruct, reconstruct, make changes to where he very seldomly had to put things down on paper. So now that you got this information, go out, meditate, do your reality checks, practice your techniques, start lucid dreaming. Comment down below, what are your experiences? What kind of lucid dreams are you having? What problems are you having? Just anything that you want to talk about. Go on ahead and comment down below. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.
Dream lover, until then, I'll go to sleep and dream again. That's the only thing to do, till all my lover's dreams come true. 'Cause I want a girl to call